Thank you. I am a member of the People's Assembly of Houston, and we are a group of citizens from numerous countries that share similar principles of social justice, equality, and human rights. We would like to share with you the work we have taken on following the painful series of events that occur in Mexico. This organization has established on November 20th, last year, and as a demonstration to honor the 43 students who disappeared at the hands of the Mexican law enforcement. Since our inception, we have achieved various activities to demonstrate solidarity with the parents of these students. Among these activities are vigils, information through the mass media communication. In terms of our other civic actions, we have participated in a contingent organization in the Martin Luther King Parade. It is worth mentioning that we received an excellent reception from our Houston African American community. We have established ties of solidarity with different social organizations, alternative and traditional communications, media syndicates, activist groups, NGO, universities, and a variety of local artists. As of today, we would like to share with you the news that the parents of these 43 students have decided to embark on a caravan tour of the United States in order to directly inform of the situation that persists in Mexico, as well as the attitude of the indifference of the government and his response to this critical situation. As the People's Assembly of Houston have accepted the responsibility of receiving the caravan of the parents of Ayotzinapa as it travels through the city of Houston, offering every asset that is within our reach. We seek to secure these parents' needs during their stay in Houston, including lodging, transportation, and media contact. This spans different social sectors of each event we will organize. We will also be in charge of providing meal security, legal aid, transportation services, and first aid. For this reason, we solicit your assistance in facilitating the realization of our cause. And any and all assistance around security you can provide will be appreciated. But most important, we humbly ask you to support these parents who are aiming for justice, and as a city respectfully request an independent international investigation to bring the justice to those responsible for those horrendous acts.
Thank you. Your time has expired. Thank you.
Ms. Cooper, thank you, and for the others that have come about this issue. I personally am very sympathetic to it. I sympathize with the fact that 43 students were kidnapped and from all intents and purposes were murdered. And I know there hasn't been a full-scale investigation. I know the families deserve answers, and I know that once the government had declared, kind of their findings, the media kind of went silent largely on this issue, but we know that there's a lot of awareness thanks to individuals like yourselves. This was a tragic situation that happened in Iguana at Ayotzinapa College, and so it was very troubling. We know we have a large, Mexican national community here. We just spoke about us being an international city, so it is something that many of us are following, and we're sympathetic and supportive of what you're doing. And so thank you for being here to raise awareness and letting others know about what happened. Sometimes we'll follow the international headlines and see things that are happening globally around the world that impact us tremendously. And
some of the parents of these disappeared students are coming to Houston next week during spring break.
Well, thank you for sharing
and we
that.
want you to support us on this.
This happened just south of our border, so again, it's just as important as many global events that trouble us as a country. So thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Okay, Ms. Pando, to be followed by Ms. Pamela Gonzalez.
Great. Good afternoon, everyone, and I want to thank you, everyone, for allowing us to be here and speak to you about this case. My name is Pamela Gonzalez. I am 24 years old and I graduated from University of Houston. And as a USA citizen, I am here not to ask for money, but to ask for your support. I am a member of the Houston Assembly of Popular, which is a group of concerned members within society who seek peace and social justice. We were founded on November 20th on the expression of the solidarity with the 43 Mexican students that were forcibly kidnapped and disappeared by the Mexican government. We seek to show solidarity and support to the family members of the 43 students, to inform the people of Houston regarding the social political situation among Mexico and the United States, and inform the public of the bilateral policies between the countries that affect directly the citizens of both nations. It was brought to our attention that the city and the county of San Francisco has formally expressed their support of the missing students and the teachers, and have respectfully endorsed their support in the form on an official letter to the Mexican consulate, Andres Roemer, in San Francisco, requesting a complete independent international investigation about the disappearance of the students and the teachers. This official letter and the city resolution was not only addressed to the Mexican consulate, but it was also sent to the United States President, to the President of the House of Representatives, and the President of the Senate, and various members of the Congress that represent the city of San Francisco. We, as concerned members of the society of this great city, we want to ask you for support, and we want to ask you to do the same as the city of San Francisco did. Next week we are holding the caravan of the 43, some of the parents of the 43 students which are visiting our city, and the purpose of that is to let the Houstonians know how these political issues affect the United States and affect the community here in Houston. We also are holding different engagements with labor unions, university groups, faith groups, and community leaders that have shown their support. That's why it's very important for us to let everybody know who we are and what are we doing in this case. We are here also because we are concerned, and this has a lot of relationship with many of the social issues that affect the United States as immigration, because we come from other countries to this great nation of opportunities, and because of the lack of opportunities in our country.
Thank you. Your time has expired. Thank you.
Pamela, thank you for coming down. As a matter of practice, we as a body don't issue resolutions per se, like perhaps the city of San Francisco does, but it doesn't prevent you from reaching out to individual council members. They may be willing to provide a letter of support, and so it would have basically the same effect to some extent. So that is an opportunity for you to do, is reach out to all the members, and some may be open to it, others, may not, but it's just a matter of preference.
Great, thank you.
Okay, President Joseph Charles.